So this is the alternative program, little insight in what's going on today. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a coin. A coin from the South Sea island of Niue, worth 7 New Zealand dollars, which is the equivalent of around 4.5 euros. Not that anybody on this planet would think of paying with this coin. Not a single one of this issue has ever seen Niue. And it will never fit into any wallet, given the fact that this is a sphere with a diameter of 34 millimeters. The Mint of Poland produced this coin exclusively to satisfy an ever-growing market of collectors. It is considerably more expensive to produce than its nominal value would suggest. And please, do not think that coins like this are an isolated case in contemporary minting. On the contrary, mints throughout the world are trying to one-up each other in respect of extravagant collectors' issues in order to secure their economic survival. No matter if you like this coin or not, I'm sure the opinions can be different. The production of it is an outstanding technical achievement that was only made possible by the skillful use of latest developments in minting. And the minting procedure has undergone such a fundamental change in the last 50 or so years that no worker from 1970s mints would find his way around a present-day mint. Never before have developments advanced quicker and been fostered more vigorously. To understand the underlying reasons, we have to dip into the organization forms of present-day mints. If it was not for the tiny logo on the top left, you would hardly notice that you have arrived at the website of the official Mint of Canada. The website looks like one giant coin shop. And the website of the Royal Canadian Mint is typical for the field. This is the website of the Austrian Mint. Here too, the emphasis is on the sale of collectors' coins and medals. Both the Royal Canadian Mint and the Austrian Mint operate extremely successful in the market. This means that they distribute their collector coins on an international level and do the minting for many countries throughout the world. They are not without competition. Today, many mints are competing for these two fields. Without going too much into detail, we have to face one fact. There are currently many more mints than the world actually needs for manufacturing all those coins that are used in day-to-day transactions. And so, many mints are in imminent danger of being closed down. Just one example, the history of the Danish mint will come to an end after roughly 1 millennium on 31 December 2016. Only those mints remain successful which manage to touch the hearts of the collectors with ever crazier creations or to manufacture circulation coins increasingly cheaper, faster, and more forgery-proof, thus becoming a supplier for countries who do not have a mint of their own. I'm sure Denmark will also look for the cheapest offer on the whole mint market. The latter brings about the development that all the mints are constantly improving their operating efficiency. This means, on one hand, that they invest in technology to increase the output, and on the other hand, they look for new techniques to produce exquisite collector coins. And the transition between collectors and commemorative coins has also become fluid. Now I'm showing you a new German commemorative coin that was launched last month. The polymer ring, blue in this case, can be coined. It's plastic, it's polymer. And it can also be enriched with various color pigments, which can be seen either by the unaided eye or in a special light like ultraviolet light. This means that this polymer ring could eventually become a security feature of a level of security which hitherto was only known from banknotes. This new technology will be field tested on commemorative coins first, before being used on circulation coins. Is a German development, and another development, anti-forgery development, comes also from the German-speaking market. This is a coin to the left for Palau, also in South Zealand Island, and coin in West Trust from Liechtenstein issued in their name the very first colored coins in 1992. I remember very well the day when these coins were the first time at the coin shows. My boss was coming down and crying, "Mickey Mouse coins on the floor, Mickey Mouse coins on the floor." In the meantime, we have Mickey Mouse on coins. It's not unusual, and colored coins have developed in such a degree that even, and that's the coin I show you next slide, that even colored coins are used in circulation. 2 times German developments, and these 2 cases are not isolated. It is amazing to see how important enterprises of the German-speaking area have become in respect of the production of the technical equipment used by mints throughout all over the world, how important they are. In the next 15 minutes, I would like to briefly introduce you to some state-of-the-art machines that are used in coin minting, and likewise name the names of the producers. Let us begin with a great exception. No lecture without exception. The first company I want to present to you is the outright market leader, and it's not based in the German-speaking area. This comes not really as a surprise because computer programs normally are developed on a different place. You see, the times when a die engraver was created, when a die was created by an engraver, that's long since gone away. Only very few coins are still being made by this rather complex procedure. Today, it is the computer that does 1/2 of the work. The company, Delcam Artcam, has developed a special program for mints that offers unbelievable possibilities. Editing tools enable the automatic multiplication of once created shapes or the fully automatic conversion of 3-dimensional object into coin dies. So no portrait that has to be done by a die engraver, but please take a statue and put it in the scanner, and then you can make automatically a coin out of it. You can change every detail, and I tell you, they showed me how they made with one move of the edge of the mouth of Beethoven, make him smile or make him angry, or it's incredible what possibilities they have. And to give you an impression, I would like to show you a little film, how they make a coin right now. I hope you are as impressed as I was when I first saw this. Believe me, in the meantime, most mints in the world are working with this program. Nevertheless, do not forget what it implicates not to work with a plaster model, but to work with a big computer screen instead. It enables designers to design even smaller structures like those which form the basis for light and surface effects. Laser technology offers the possibility to transfer even the most delicate structure into a minting die. Two German companies are the market leaders in the field, Lang GmbH at Hüttenberg and ACSys Lasertechnik. They have developed machines which can take a data set as a starting point and create dies that are much more precise than any of the conventional produced dies. Laser technology, however, has significant effects on the surface on the coin. Other than traditional engraving technology, laser technology cannot produce very deep reliefs in a time-efficient manner. In the long run, that means that coins will not longer exhibit a high relief. This is exactly what the industry is looking for, as low relief is connected with higher minting speed. What are the implications of these developments for the coin design? The combination of computer design and laser engraving allows for the creation of previously impossible fine structures in coin minting. A classical example is the so-called rainbow effect, created by incredibly fine structures within different surface compartments. The colors change depending on the viewing angle. Another development in this area of nanotechnology was presented just this year in January. Using extremely fine lasers, this technology distributes nanoparticles on surfaces to create fixed colors which do not alter with changing viewing angles. Himmel, wieso benutze ich das Wort immer? Further, new security features have been developed that used to be merely wishful thinking for the mints before. The Liechtenstein company Coin Invest Trust, for instance, products their products by adding a microsignature whose lines measure only several hundreds millimeters and are certain to drive aspiring counterfeiters insane. All of the aforementioned innovations are still restricted to the commemorative coin sector, but might well find their way onto circulation coins in a non-too-distant future. Developing security features for circulation coins is, however, an issue that concerns almost all major mints. They are working towards developing higher value coins to replace the equivalent banknotes because, despite their higher production costs, coins are ultimately most cost efficient as they remain in circulation much longer. Micro and nano engraving as additional security features are particularly coveted in this context. The Delcam ArtCam software, for instance, already includes a tool that can generate guilloche, you know, these wonderful lines from banknotes, which we only have known from banknote printing, and they can now be transferred onto coins. To prolong their lifespan, dies are coated before usage. Electroplating, the most widely used method during the last decades, is expected to be replaced by Pvd coating, short for physical vapor deposition. This procedure sublimates a solid material before resublimating it on the surface of the object to be coated, forming the desired protective layer. And once again, only now this layer is so thin that it replicates even the most delicate laser engraved structures. And unlike in electroplating, not even the smallest detail is lost. Only very few mints still manufacture their own blanks. Most of them buy the blanks from enterprises specializing on blank manufacturing instead. Until recently, some of the most important globally operating blank manufacturers were located in Germany, such as Amera, formerly Eurocoin, which has declared bankruptcy in 2014, and Saxonia, which today is owned by the Finnish Mint. And it would be an own lecture to explain why these enterprises all go bankrupt one after the other. The basic procedures of blank manufacturing have not undergone significant changes since the industrialization of the minting industry. Only speed and precision have increased. Staple for today's blank manufacturing are so-called coils, long metal strips with an average weight of 1 ton. They are fed into a rolling mill, which rolls up the strip into a sheet, modifying its thickness with accuracy to 1/1000th of a millimeter. The sheet is put in the punching press with a capacity up to 800 strokes. And I have to hurry up right now. What I wanted to show you afterwards, because it's quite an important procedure, I'm sorry for the bad picture, this is a washing machine for blanks. These washing machines are fed with different adherents in order to clean coins, make them prepared for the minting process. In the minting process, even smaller scratches are bad for the strike, and the quality we reach today with our polished dies are uncomparable and have never been reached in history before. While most blanks used to be made from a number of different alloys in the past, today every blank is made of steel, coated with a little bit of any alloy which it had before. And this change can indeed generate huge savings, and that shows the fact that the Royal Mint made 15.7 million pounds alone in 2013 by only demonetizing their 5 and 10 pence coins and restruck and replace them with plated coins. So there are enormous amounts of money which can be spared by procedures like that. Only now we can talk about the Mint's main business, the actual minting process. And there are 3 manufacturers of minting presses worldwide. Schuler in Göppingen, Gräbener Pressensysteme, also in Germany, and Sack & Kieselbach in Düsseldorf. And no matter which modern mint around the world you are visiting, you will find at least one of them or more of them striking the coins there. Schuler was founded in 1839, and I skip on the procedures, on the different procedures of minting coins, but I want to show you another little film in order to show you how fast it now works. So.
The presses in horizontal design are especially suited for round coins. Ideal for high volumes, because in this case, speed pays. The vertical version is the all-round performer among minting presses. Its punches will form not only round, but multi-edge coins as well. Where required, it will join together what belongs together, and coin both for life, of course, in one operation. All the benefits of the link drive system developed and internationally patented by Schuler apply to both models. Shortest possible cycle times due to a minimal stroke, and elimination of the hammer effect, ensuring a longer punch service life despite a faster stroking rate. Maximum protection against malfunction is provided by means of precision coin indexing and a reliable coin ejection system coupled to the slide. A fully automatic blank control eliminates bad blanks at the beginning of the process. Production continues without interruption.
So just to repeat the numbers, these machines are doing 850 strokes per minute, which is 51,000 coins per hour, 408,000 coins per 8-hour shift. So it's rather impressive if we compare it to the past. So I'll skip on another few things. With this, I have reached the end of my brief presentation, and perhaps you might be wondering how this speech fits into the program that focuses on traditional minting methods and the organization of historical mints. Well, with this contribution, I wanted to make one point. I wanted to make you aware of the fact that we are today part of tomorrow's history. What we are witnessing now will tomorrow become the past, a past that will be difficult to reconstruct, as we will dispose then only of very scant sources. Our successors will face a much bigger challenge than we do today. The last centuries have left huge archives filled with papers full of data. Current events are stored only digitally in most cases. I had to use mainly sources from the internet to compose that presentation. And you saw this bad picture. This was due to the fact that the company who originally had it painted had lost the original picture, but it was on the net, so it was in bad quality. Nobody keeps these things anymore. The minting industry does not have archives, and they are not interested in the archives. And I was lucky. I had been collecting for a situation like that material for the last 6 years at all congresses of the minting industry. If I had not done so, this material would not be accessible, as neither the mints nor the suppliers are interested in setting up archives. Knowledge is at risk of being lost as long as we do not start collecting it. I would like to promote the idea that an institution starts to collect material on contemporary minting. As an individual, I do not have the means to store an exhaustive archive and make it accessible. What I do have, though, are the means to persuade the coin minting industry to cooperate. I would be willing to do my share of the work if someone was interested in that material. So thank you for the attention.